Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 5th of July 2022. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Cosmic Tarot for today's reading. Let's see what these cards have to say about Tuesday and what energy you will be working with. So I'm just going to shuffle these a few times, and then I'm going to choose 3 cards to see what Tuesday is all about and what the day has to offer. I hope you've had a wonderful weekend, and let's see what's going on here today. So the first card is the Ace of Pentacles. So major opportunities when it comes to your work and your income and your practical circumstances and your environment. Then we've got the Five of Swords, which is serious conflict and difference of opinion when it comes to you and other people. And then finally, we've got the Seven of Cups, which is about hopes and dreams and looking at what could be. But in this deck, it seems much more about a sense of loss. My hopes and dreams haven't come true. The relationship is in the past. These cups are spilling. It's chaotic. I haven't got what I want. And this person at the center here is kind of despair. So I feel that the thing that you're least willing to engage with are your own feelings. I think the past is going to appear in your life anyway, and it's going to demand that you deal with it, or that certain experiences or emotional states of being, they kind of reappear to you, and it's like, okay, I can either work through this, I can ignore it, I can stick my head in the sand, but it's somewhat challenging, and it's not going to be your favorite area to engage with. Instead, I think your top priority is what you can do in a practical sense, how you can get what you want, how you can win. So the thing about this day, I feel that your relationships are going to be somewhat challenging. Because with this card, you're not willing to compromise or to admit that you're wrong or even to apologize, because you don't want to go into anything that is to do with your feelings. And what you value more than anything is your own objectivity and your ability to learn and to use common sense in order to build something permanent that's going to serve you first and foremost. And anything that is subjective or that kind of pulls you into your own emotions and feelings, that's going to feel very uncomfortable. So the message I'm getting is that if memories from the past are coming up and they disturb you in some way, they're not just doing that to torture you. They're actually saying, hey, do you know what? You've been here before. Go back to what happened in the past. Learn from it. Use your experience to avoid pitfalls in the here and now. So don't make the same mistake again. And that is your higher self guiding you and trying to help you from creating difficulties in the present moment. So even though your feelings aren't your most comfortable and most accessible area on this day, I feel that it's very important to listen to what comes up emotionally, because that's what's going to prevent you from making mistakes or from going overboard. And if you think about it, if you're trying to build something solid and permanent, of course, using your education and your skills and your common sense is very important. But if you don't include your own feelings in that, one, it's going to feel less meaningful, because it's like, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm just doing something which seems right on an intellectual level. And two, it's your feelings that often serve as a compass. They say, go in this direction, or don't move ahead with this. It's something that's very personal. So if you do want to build something that benefits and serves you, I think including your own feelings in that is not just a luxury today, it's an absolute necessity if you want to avoid repeating mistakes from the past. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles is the first card in the suit of Pentacles, and it's the universe delivering something to you free of charge. It's a blessing, it's a gift. And we've got this pentacle here, which to me looks like a doorway, and it's lit up. So it's an opportunity that's destined, that is good. And if you pursue it, it will lead to abundance and wealth and security and all the things that are ruled by the suit of Pentacles, the element of earth. Your practical environment, where you live, how you create your own income, how you spend that money, all of the things that that kind of determine what the physical world looks like for you. So look around and ask yourself, what is it that I can build on my own? What opportunity has been delivered to me today, and how can I make the most of that? If I'm working for other people and I'm not totally happy, let's have a look at what other opportunities are there. So maybe you've got an interweb where the company you work for kind of advertises job positions opening up internally, and maybe something is there that you want to pursue, or talk to your boss about changing your workload or your routine, or focusing on something that you're really, really interested in. If you've considered building your own business, starting your own business, this is a wonderful day to do it, because the motivation certainly is there and you have a vision for what could be and the kind of business that you could build for yourself. The Ace of Pentacles supports anything to do with your investments, your savings, your work, travel plans, plans to sell a house, to buy a house, anything like that. And the Suit of Swords is about your ideas and perspective. And if I were to align this with an astrological concept, this would be like Mercury, the communication planet, being direct. You're very unlikely to get the wrong end of the stick or to see things from a slanted perspective. The Five of Swords usually is about major conflict. We've got people fighting and someone kind of taking other people's swords. So often I associate the Five of Swords with bullying kind of behavior and putting other people down in order to feel better about the self. It's extreme self-will, but it's also extreme clarity and extreme intellect. So your wits are totally with you and support you in seeing things, and you can apply that to any situation and see how you can get the most out of it. So your self-interest is really, really high, and obviously that's important to manage. Don't step on other people, don't do things which you may regret later, or don't do anything that's underhanded. But it certainly helps you when it comes to, I am motivated to start my own business or to change the way I work, or I'm going to overcome my own fear to invest this money that I've always wanted to invest, but I wasn't quite sure in the past. Now I am. Sometimes you need this extreme energy of the Five of Swords to jump over your own shadow, to overcome any fears and doubts, and to just get on with it. Here we've got the swords piercing these red flowers. So it's reason over passion. So you can rely on your own thinking. It is really situated in truth, and it's very likely that you see opportunities that other people will miss. And then we've got this person lying down on top of a pentacle. So the earthy stuff is what I'm contemplating. All of these swords and these ideas allow me to make decisions based on what I'm thinking, what's going on in my head, rather than in my heart. So it's the kind of opportunity to say, I'm going to apply for this grant, or I'm going to look at this job because I feel, or I think this will be a good fit for me. I think that this will be a good investment and it will benefit me in the long run. And I'm able to overcome my own doubts or my own sense of duty or guilt or obligation that I have towards other people. So that really liberates you in terms of what you want to do, because you're only pursuing your own self-interest and you're not hampered and held back by your relationships or what other people may say you can and can't do. So this is a fine line on this day that needs to be balanced. You're able to, if you're being controlled or you're being held back by your relationships or your feelings, you're able to take a leap and to free yourself from that. The thing to watch out for is, because you're operating on that level, try and deliberately not do anything that is going to be harmful to others. The Seven of Cups, like I mentioned, is usually about, what are my hopes and dreams? Which ones am I going to focus on, and how can I achieve that? Here, it's much more about, it seems to me like intrusive thinking almost. It's like, oh, this didn't work out in the past, and maybe I should walk away. And I aimed for love and passion, and that didn't happen. And I wanted to make something of myself and be really special and elevated, and that didn't happen. And now I'm in this yoga child's pose here where it's just like, I need a break. It's too much. It's overwhelming. So if you look at it that way, you're able to manage your own emotions on this day, particularly negative emotions, by looking at them again with this amazing perspective you've got and a sense of strength about yourself and where you are. And you'll be able to contextualize some of your past experiences and to complete them and to make peace with them. And also you won't have to repeat errors of the past. Each one of these hasn't worked out. So why not pick something new, a new hope, a new plan for the future that's practical in nature, and then you can replace disappointment with success in the here and now and in the future. So I feel this day is an opportunity to really move on from the past and to focus on what's next. 7 and 5 is 12 and 1 is 13. Wait a second. 1 and 5 is 6 and 7 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4 and 4 is structure and security in numerology. And the fourth card in the tarot is the Emperor. Someone who builds something because he wills it. And that's what these cards are about. I see things clearly. Therefore, I'm going to jump on this opportunity, build something with it that's going to benefit me. And I'm going to leave the past behind. I'm going to leave past disappointments and intrusive thinking behind me, and I'm now going to get busy and practical. I'm grounded. I'm going to do something in my physical, practical life. So don't let yourself be held back by your emotions, but don't ignore them completely, because like I said earlier, your intuition will guide you if this is the right thing to do, and that's going to mean you don't gallop off in the wrong direction, and you actually do move towards to the number 4, which is genuine security and safety in future as a result of the actions you take on this day. So I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to audio reading with me. I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology in my personal readings. So if you have any questions about your life purpose or the type of business you're supposed to build, or when's the best time to invest or to save, and how to overcome past relationship issues, or anything else that you have on your mind, please do get in touch with me for a personal reading. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe. Also click on the bell next to it to be notified when I go live, and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.